What's up, guys? Shaydog is my name thing, sort of. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Anyways, this video is the top 10 upcoming games of 2015. These are video games that are coming out within the next half of the year that either are interesting to me or look like they're going to be super great games. And I want to share these with you guys so you guys can make a decision on what you're going to be spending your money on, either in the next couple months or what you're going to be putting on your Christmas list. Heck yeah. Anyways, let's get started with number 10, Destiny the Taken King. Now, I understand that this isn't really a video game, but the DLC that it is big enough to be considered a game on its own. Uh, it's like, I believe the DLC itself is $40, and judging by the size of what they're saying comes with this DLC, this thing is bigger than some games are by themselves. It comes with brand new stuff, like pretty much a brand new campaign, with a thing called a Hive Dreadnought. If you played Destiny before, you'd probably be interested in getting this. I have Destiny myself, and I'm thinking about getting this just so I could have my character be at the top of his game. You know, you gotta be the best guardian out there. But even if you haven't played Destiny before, you can get Destiny the Taken King edition, which comes with Destiny, of course, the first expansion, secondary expansion, and the Taken King, all for $60. This is on Amazon, and that's the price of pretty much any brand new video game. And that actually sounds like a pretty good deal to me, and already I feel like it's better than some new games at some point because it's already a proven game. You know, there's no question about it. It's a good game, at least in my opinion, and I think it's a good buy. And now we're going to go to number 9, Mad Max. This has kind of been an under-the-radar game, in my opinion. I haven't heard a lot about it until like the past couple weeks or so, where I've seen a bunch of gameplay trailers. But this game actually looks pretty awesome. If you guys have seen the movies, you know Mad Max really revolves around pretty much auto warfare. It's like I don't really know. It's hard to explain, but it's like fighting with cars. It's like a demolition derby except out in an open world, and it looks really interesting. It has a whole story. You like craft your own cars and weapons, and you go through an open world, a wasteland, and it looks really cool. It kind of reminds me, the combat at least reminds me of Batman Arkham, the Arkham games. That's because it is made by WB Games, so it has that connection there. But I feel like that connection between the Batman games and Mad Max is really good, and it makes me really interested to see how this game actually turns out. I'm not sure if it's going to be overhyped or if it even is going to be underhyped, because like I said, this game has been kind of under the radar. But that's something to keep an eye out. Now for number 8, Need for Speed. This is a reboot of the Need for Speed franchise, which has been around for a while now, and this looks like the best Need for Speed in a long time. My favorite Need for Speed of all time, I should say, was Need for Speed Carbon, and this game reminds me of that. I played Need for Speed Carbon on my PlayStation 2, and I had so much fun with it because I could do pretty much anything I wanted to do, car-wise, because I love cars. And this Need for Speed reminds me of that, and I love that. I'm so excited for this game. I'm probably going to go ahead and pre-order it myself, even though it's only number 8 on this list. But this game looks sick. It has all these things, 5 ways to play: speed, style, build, crew, outlaw, and it just looks awesome. It's got a really rich customization feature in it. There's a whole story behind it, and it's got that West Coast setting, and it just looks really awesome. So definitely a game to keep an eye out for. And number 7, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Just like every year, there's an Assassin's Creed coming out this year, and this one looks very interesting. I'm actually kind of hesitant to say it's going to be a good game, but it looks really interesting. This is by far the most modern Assassin's Creed yet. It's in Victoria in England, so it has all that Victorian, I don't know what to say, steampunk kind of tech. It's got a train in it. I mean, it's got carriages and stuff. Guns are a big part of it now. And it just has a really modern vibe to it, which is kind of interesting for an Assassin's Creed game known for their historical nature, I should say. So it'll be interesting playing in a London environment that really isn't too far away from where we are now, uh, historical wise. So definitely a game to keep an eye out. And now we are on 6, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, this game, of course, like every year, like Assassin's Creed, there's another Black Ops 3 game. So, Black Ops 3, I'm actually really excited for this game. In fact, I am more excited for this game than I have been for Call of Duty in a while. The last Call of Duty I was actually excited for before release was Call of Duty Black Ops 1. Yeah, I wasn't even excited for Black Ops 2 when it came out, but it turned out to be a great game. Black Ops 3 looks awesome to me. It has a new campaign. It's got co-op in the campaign, like the old Halo games. The multiplayer looks awesome with the new momentum system. I should say movement system with momentum and stuff in it. And it's really cool. I've actually played the beta because I did pre-order this game, and it just feels awesome. It feels like a good Call of Duty game, unlike Ghost or I don't know, any bad Call of Duty game that you can think of. But this one feels good. This feels like it's going to be a great game for this fall. And now, number 5, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this was at first slated to come out in October, and now it has been delayed to December, but it is still in 2015, so it still remains on this list. Rainbow Six Siege seems like a shooter that I have never really seen before. It's 5v5 in a very small map, and once you die, you're done, at least for that round or map. And it looks really interesting. You really need to communicate with your team members to be able to play it. It seems like a very competitive game. You know, there's no casual way to play this game. It's very competitive feeling, and I like that. I like the feeling of like Counter-Strike, and I get that vibe while playing or seeing people play Rainbow Six Siege. And it seems like a really interesting game. You won't be able to pick it up on Black Friday, but it will be available for Christmas time. So that seems like a very good game to keep in mind. Next up, we have No Man's Sky. This game blows my mind. I've seen trailers for it 50,000 times maybe. Of course, that's an exaggeration, but every time I watch it, I just cannot believe it. Just the stuff they were able to do. You could fly from one planet to another without a single loading screen. Everything just procedurally generated. It's just like everything I ever fantasized about as a kid. There's like I can't even have words to describe it. I'm like getting all excited right now. It's insane. I mean, you could get in a ship, fly into space, have some space combat in space, say, okay, I'm out of here, fly down into a planet, land on the planet, get out of your ship, go around, explore or whatever, find some crap somewhere, go back to your ship, fly out, and just fly to another planet. And the amount of planets in this place is just infinite almost. It's just insane. If you've ever seen one of the trailers for No Man's Sky, if you haven't, you should definitely check it out. It'll just blow your mind about it. It'll make you question everything about scales of video games that you've ever thought before. And I'm not exaggerating that. It's insane. So this game really is kind of questionable on this list actually, because its release date still hasn't been announced. It's possible that it's still coming out 2015. Then again, there's a chance that it might be slid back to 2016. So I'm just going to keep an eye out for it. This is a PlayStation 4 and PC exclusive. No Man's Sky is. So on to our next game, number 3, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Now, this is presumed the last Metal Gear Solid game. I personally have never been a been a big Metal Gear Solid fan. I haven't really played the games before, but I've seen trailers and gameplay for this, and it looks extremely fun. Just all the thing you could do at Mother Base, then you could go out and invade other people's bases and have these random encounters with other players. It's just, it seems insane. Just the scale and the gameplay of this game. It just seems awesome. The stealth in it, the open world, just it's just, you gotta check it out. There's a 40-minute gameplay on YouTube that you can watch. I watched it for every minute, and it went by like a 5-minute gameplay. I was just so engaged in it, and I was like having fun watching the game. And I'm not normally one who has fun watching other people play games. I'm normally want to be the one playing the games. But yeah, it just looks awesome. And like I said, I've never been a Metal Gear Solid guy, so I'm new to the franchise, just like some of you guys might be, or some of you guys might be like Metal Gear Solid vets who already had this game pre-ordered 5 years ago. But yeah, this game looks awesome. Definitely a buy for this fall, and it comes out September 1st, so actually not too long from when I'll be uploading this video. And number 2, Fallout 4. A lot of people have this at their number 1, and I have no blame for them. This game is it looks amazing. I have played the Fallout games before, and I've spent like hours and hours playing Fallout games. You just can't put the controller or keyboard down when you're playing these games. It's insane. Just the level of RPG aspect, action aspect, post-apocalyptic world, just everything in the game just is incredibly crafted by the people at Bethesda. And just the fact that they came out with Fallout 4, they revealed it at E3 and said it was coming out the same year that they were revealing it. That's amazing. That's like, you don't see that very often. Most of the time nowadays you see people revealing games like 3-4 years sometimes before the game actually even comes out. And the fact that they revealed it and have it coming out in the same year, kudos to them, man. That is awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to Fallout 4. Definitely going to get it when it comes out. It looks awesome. But it is not my number 1 game. And that is because there is another game coming out. It's called Star Wars Battlefront. I may be a Fallout fan, but there is nothing that comes close to my fandom for Star Wars. If you just listen to the gameplay, like just listen to the gameplay clip that's playing right now. Does that not make you feel like you're a part of a Star Wars movie? It has all the sound effects, all the movies, even the cheesiest of things that you hear or see, and it's just, I can't even describe it. I've always wanted to be a part of a Star Wars universe, and that hasn't happened since I had a PlayStation 2. I've waited for a Battlefront game for so long, and this game just pushes it to a next level that couldn't have even been thought of back when the PlayStation 2 was out. I can't wait to get this game and just dive into the Star Wars universes that I've always imagined in my brain, but now it's actually going to be in front of me, and just all these events unfolding that I've only imagined, such as Jedi and Sith encounters, and a big I don't even know, lasers flying everywhere, TIE fighters flying right across your head. It's I just can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. It's just awesome. Man, Fallout 4 might be a good game, but just the background of Star Wars Battlefront, it's that makes it probably the most anticipated game of 2015. I hope you guys liked this video. Hit like if you're planning to pre-order or buy any of the games on this list, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Anyways, guys, see you guys later. I totally just messed up that outro.